I gotta get it. What's going on? This is your boy SB. So we are talking about today, should you go for a promotion in this recession, in this economic storm that we're in? Should you go for a promotion? Of course, off top, you're like, of course, why would I not want more money when this is a time where we need more money? So that's a fact. Of course, we should definitely be looking for a promotion, looking for higher pay, looking for a better job, all that great stuff. Yes, we need to do that. Of course, definitely want to try to level up during this time, but I think that you need to be careful. I need to be careful. And if you do that, you need to be more strategic than you have been before. What do I mean by that? And why do I say that? The reason why I say that is because I know a few people who switched from here to there and it didn't quite fall through, who switched from here to there and it wasn't what it turned out to be. And now they're in a worse situation if they were in before. And even for myself personally, I went to corporate. I went to the L4 corporate, right? But I was going to stay at my building to try to go for the L4 AM because they did have pods that were coming up. And a lot of people that watch the channel are from Amazon. But if you're not from Amazon, this is for you too. But if you're at Amazon, let's say you're especially you a tier 3 and you're trying to get into salary, which was my case. If I would have stayed at Amazon warehouse to try to shoot for that L4 area manager, and if I would have got it, I would have been drowning right now. All the L4s is like, but what about the stock? Sit down, please. Sit down for me. I'm going to get to you in a minute. But yes, I would have been drowning right now because I started to do a lot of investigation because I was on that list to be interviewed and have a shot at that L4 position. And as I spoke about on other videos, every single one that I talked to, I did a lot of investigation. I already knew a whole bunch of L4s from my building I was at, from other buildings. The pay range, a little bit different from the internal hires and the external hires that came in from college. And the reason why I say to be careful and be strategic, because if I wasn't careful and I wasn't strategic, I was like, yo, I just want to not just keep the fantasy of this position and not think about reality. It's because especially if you're going into an hourly to a salary position, you have to be careful. You have to get as much detail as possible. And we know at Amazon that is almost impossible. It's like pulling teeth trying to get information for a position that you're going for at Amazon. It's like you don't know what you're going to do until it's day one. It's like, sir, I applied for corporate. Yeah, but what that technically meant was, you know how we're trying to go to space. So now you're a engine builder. It's like, all right, cool, man. Thanks. But anyways, so luckily I was able to get at least a rounded number from externals and internals. And I knew this would not be able to sustain my lifestyle. And the reason why is because going from hourly, I was making more than L4s. I was capped out as a PA. I was in that position to the point I was capped out. On top of that, working overtime. So that's how I was able to get paid more. I had to do more research. And that's all that I'm really saying. If you're going for these other jobs, different companies, all that stuff, do your research to make sure it doesn't bite you in the end. The thing that's really helping me at corporate right now definitely was due to the promotion, which was also more pay, but also working from home saves money in every area. You save money by having food cooked from home. You save money from not, using gas. So back to the point, that was a question that I did ask somebody high up. And I was like, listen, I'm making this much right now. If I go there, is there that stays that until I get a promotion, right? They was like, correct. And that was something I was not willing to risk at that time. I didn't have other streams of income, or I wasn't creating other streams of income at that time. So that's why I said, you never know. I may go back to that route to try to go for that L6 again once I have other streams of income coming in to where it doesn't affect my life. But I did find out I would have stayed getting paid a set amount until a promotion comes, which that promotion is not promised. And then what else happened? Inflation got higher. So with my situation and situations that I've seen, I want to encourage you guys, yes, shoot for the stars, shoot for the sky, dream big, but be very smart in these times, because a mess up in these times is not a mess up that we're used to. Because let's say if you try to shoot for something, you leave something, it doesn't come out the way you calculated it to. The cost could be higher now. A lot of good jobs are on hiring freezes, or they're hiring slower. So not only should you do your research, also come up with plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, just in case it's needed. Let's say if you do want to go into a salary position, and it may take a pay cut due to the fact you don't collect that overtime that you usually would, but but you'll sacrifice that for that greater goal of going higher and going higher. Bet there's nothing wrong with that, but calculate the cost. And that's all that I'm really saying. And this is something, now that I'm back in the market and I'm looking at different jobs, a lot of jobs do kind of give you that base salary, but included in that is stock. And that was my thing, because like, okay, cool, the salary looks dope, but it's like, oh, okay, well, this amount is stock. So you can't even really touch that until 6 months in, some of it. And then it's like, okay, well, I got bills this month and the next month and the next month. So that's what I'm saying. Should you go for a promotion in this economy? Definitely. Should you shoot for better? Definitely. But make sure, if you're leaving companies, make sure that company is stable. Try to do some background check. Try to see what the projection is. Also, another thing that you should always do, ask people in that position. Ask them what's going on. When I went to corporate, I only asked one person. And when I went there, it was a whole nother ball game, because just in that small amount of time, it changed so much from when that person was there that I talked to. So not only do your own personal research, ask those questions to the company, to the people that's trying to hire you, and also try to ask 3, 4, 5 people in the position you want to be at, because you'll be surprised on what you may hear. It may be something that you didn't know, or it may confirm something that you did know. Like, the only reason I knew I wasn't going to be able to maintain is because I've talked to a whole lot of other people before I even stepped up to the plate. So be careful. All my subscribers, you know, we about trying to be financial free. We all about trying to elevate. We all about trying to do better. And with those things in mind, we have to make sure we're being careful with our moves during this climate that we're in, especially when it comes to your job and to your main income. And with that being said, with the next video, I put in an application and I got an interview at a job. You're going to laugh when you find out what it is. It's going to be the next video. We're going to see how this turns out. It will be funny if it all falls through. I'm gonna let you guys know in the next video, so be sure, put your notification bell on. Go ahead and like this video. Yes, this is my song. It's about to come on. It's called Whoa. It's off my project called Motivated. I do inspiration, motivation type music. So be sure, that's going to be in the description. Go stream it. Show your boy some support. It's your boy SB. Let's go.
They say I couldn't do it, but I did. Turn stacks to a crib. Yeah. Going up, going in. Let them sleep. Bedtime, tuck them in. If I'm alive, I'ma live. Mama said if you gon' do it big. Yeah, motivated till the end. Never break, never bend. Finna have them like, whoa.